Oh my God. Look at this. Look at what just got brought over.
Is it coffee or dessert?
Is it coffee or dessert? Dude, thank you.
That's gorgeous.
A healthy drizzle.
A healthy drizzle of caramel. You know, I don't think I'm gonna sip it until we start.
You are now listening to the John and Paul Show. John and Paul Show. Now listening. You are now listening to the John and Paul Show.
That was a great clap. Episode number 8. I actually initially, when I uploaded the last episode to YouTube, I fucked up and put episode 8.
Really? And you had to go back and change it?
It was a very simple fix, but I did have to go back and change it.
Jeez, what a fun fact. I would have never known that.
Now you know. What's your shoe status today? You got them on? What are you doing?
Nope. No socks, no shoes, just me and the carpet. How about you?
What a relationship that is. I have some sandals on. I just haven't taken them off yet. I'm still down the shore. Well, actually, not still down the shore. I went back home and I came back just for today, really, so I could go to the beach, come back, watch the Sixers, and then go back home.
Now, let me just ask you, when you say sandals, do you mean sandals or do you mean slides?
Sandals, like they're Sanooks. Hold on.
Oh
I'm holding them up for anyone watching.
Yes.
On the pod. If they're just a very typical beach flip flop, but like Sanooks are the good brand. I've had these for years.
Now, have you ever had the Sanooks where they're actually like a shoe, but they're like a really light shoe, like for the beach still?
I've seen those. Nick Taylor used to have them. Name drop right there. He used to always wear those.
Nick Taylor, that's a good name drop.
Yeah, that's actually a person on our side of town. It's not too often our side of town people get mentioned. It's me, you, Fish,
Allison Visconti.
yeah.
She's on our side.
That many more than that.
No, there's really not. It is weird. I know you brought that up with the Fish Pod.
I have someone that lived on our side of town, and not only that, is it a wonderful tie-in to what I have to talk about this week.
Oh my gosh! Please lay it on me.
Max Peruto.
Oh my God! I know what he's been up to.
There is no way that's true.
Yes,
there's no way.
I think I've dropped this in the big group chat. It's been one of my few messages in there.
What is up?
A long time ago, dude. He worked because guess where I'd see him a lot? I'd see him at none other but JFM. Because
really?
He would come in and fix our air conditioning. He works for like an air conditioning
He's
place.
such a man of respect.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And he would come in and guess what? Never said hi to him once.
Dude!
It was just like that awkward thing. Like one day he was there, he kind of walked past me, I kind of walked past him, and then how do you recover after that? You know, then you see him days and days, and it's like, oh, what am I just gonna pretend now I know you? Like I knew you the first day too.
Sometimes it takes like a minute to remember someone.
Right.
Couldn't get that out there.
No, I was with you. I mean, I agree, but it was just too many occurrences went by before we said hello, and I was just like, you know, at this point now I'm just actively avoiding you, and nothing against the guy, but you know, like when you do that sometimes, like you do see someone, you know, and yeah, like you're saying, maybe like it takes you a little bit, but sometimes it takes you a little too long, where then it's like it might be a little awkward now if I'm like, yo, what's up, man?
I don't know, man. Things are only awkward if you make them awkward.
That's true. That's a good point for life.
But still, I do understand exactly what you're saying. Like,
yeah,
you have to like feel like there's an initial like looking at someone. Oh, that's Max Peruto. Then like you look again, making sure that it's Max Peruto. But then it's already like an hour later, and you're like, I can't even say anything.
Well, and I mean, in my defense, I don't really know what I'd say to him. I mean, I never really talked to Max personally. Because it's like, okay, yeah, perfect example. Maybe Max isn't the perfect example for this, but imagine you see someone from school that like, you know, it's them, but you never talk to them either. Like let's say you ride in the Colin. Well, you'd probably say hi to Colin Laurie.
No, I from your phrase, I'd be actively avoiding him.
Yeah. But like, you know what I mean? Like, if you see
Yeah.
someone, you like know their face, but like you're like,
Mm.
well, do I really want to say hello to them? Like,
Or even you had a class with them and you were friends with them at one point, and like you just
And
it's not like it isn't even worth saying hello. Whoa!
did Allie bring me a cream cheese bagel? Half of the bagel already eaten.
I love that.
I love it. Thank you, Allie. Also, here, wait, you were actually about to say something before we got into a whole Max Peruto talk.
No, my discussion is Max Peruto driven. Max Peruto's driving this conversation right now because
Oh my!
I remembered something on Monday, which was that we grew up in a very nice time period in a way that, like, when we first started becoming to the point of being able to go ride our bikes to meet our friends, like going out and doing shit by ourselves, essentially, like not like going to Philly or whatever, but like you're like 10, 12 or whatever. It's the days of, oh, you have a flip cell phone, maybe. It's not like you're no one's like watching me personally. Like, it's a
Right.
very open and free time. Now, with that being said, also in the time of that, it also was a perfect coming together of like MySpace and Facebook starting and early
Yeah.
days of Twitter.
Yep.
So we were involved very much of times like where we had cell phones, but like it's not like we're being tracked like we are today with like iPhones and whatnot. Like, if you're a parent, like you probably have your kid's location or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like shit like
Right.
that. Like,
No, absolutely.
it's not like my parents were like, you walk home from school and then when we're home, we eat dinner. Like, if you're home, you be home for dinner. Like, that's the only rule. Like, as long as I'm alive and home for dinner, everything's cool. Let me tie this all back in a little bit together. I'll just be a little bit more concise. So we also obviously grew up like I said, with Facebook and the early days of that. I remember there was this one day, me, Vinny, and Max Peruto used to hang because we all lived on the same side of town. This is
There's
like a
another one,
weird group
Vinny.
of people. Yeah, Vinny Santoro as well. I still hang with Vinny. I still
Yeah.
say Vinny all the time.
Shout out,
Dude
Vinny.
cracks me up. Huge shout out, Vinny. Hope he's somehow listening to this.
Yeah, we should tell him.
We should. I feel like Dan Hoeing was asking me about this.
Does he listen?
I'll get into
Okay.
I'll get into this later. Yeah. Let me stay on Max Peruto. I've already been very long-winded about this. Me, Vinny, Max Peruto used to just do bullshit. Like, we used to play basketball, play football, fucking hang at Vin's house, get into whatever we wanted there. We also used to like play on the computer or whatever, fucking bullshit around on there. There was this one time we were sitting at Vin's house, and I guess we got bored of playing football or basketball or whatever. We go inside, we're sitting on the computer for a while. We hopped on Facebook, and Vin and myself, and I think maybe Max too, we went on his account. We all posted like RIP Max Peruto 1997 to 2000, whatever, to 8, whatever. Everyone was commenting, posting, started texting Vin, this, that, the other, calling, making sure. It was one of those moments where like we didn't realize the seriousness of the situation of like people see something and they believe it. And it's incredibly prevalent today. But like, it was wild to have that happen so young. Like, we just did it and thought it was funny, but like, it was a serious thing.
So like, did you have to comment on the post and be like, hey, like, this is a complete joke? He is funny.
I don't remember exactly what we did. We must have done that, or maybe like we probably just deleted the post and we're like, whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah, I just found it wild.
That is interesting
about that. Yeah, it's like it's crazy. We grew up in that meshing of time, and like to even joke about that. I mean, you could do it these days. Maybe people just think you are joking. It depends on who you are, but like at surface value at that point in life, like to just throw RIP Max Peruto out there. A few people are putting it out there. People thought that one of their classmates died.
I mean, for good reason. Jeez, dude. And especially from somebody who I feel like the large majority would know that he would hang out with. You know, it wasn't like just some random like person putting that. Jeez, man. What a good
Max Peruto.
Get us started off the jump, yo, with a little 2008 controversy. I love it.
Big time. Big time.
If it is okay with you, I would like to just go into our coffee and bagel, or coffee and breakfast, I should say. I just gave away my breakfast. But,
Well, you already showed it too.
oh my gosh, I couldn't remember if that was on pod or pre-pod already. That was on pod, wasn't it?
It be like that, yeah.
Yep.
All right, so you already showed yours. You
So,
got a nice
yes.
bagel. If you want to dive in, please do.
Yeah, so I'm eating a half and a quarter of a bagel because Allie brought it, which is fine, obviously. But so I had very strict instructions this morning when I woke up. Text from Allie, and she said, "Do not make any coffee today." I was like, "All right." And then as we're doing the pre-pod, she comes back with some caramel syrup and some whipped cream, and Allie made a little gourmet, coffee. Iced coffee today. And it doesn't look as good as it did earlier because I did take some sips, even though I said I wasn't going to. But the whipped cream was like all up. Now it's like kind of starting to melt. It's going in the coffee. But dude, it is delish.
I think I'm
very
going
satisfying.
to take the very small clip of it being dropped off to you, and your first reaction to the sip, because it needs to be in right there.
Was I?
Because not only the drink looked good, and Keith's reaction alone was worth saying.
Dude, I do have to say, man, loving the cold opens. Loving it.
Thank you.
I hope that continues. That's a standard, I think. So
it's
good.
Probably like low key one of my favorite parts, because I get to like dissect the part. I only take cold openings from the parts that they don't say. So that's like all the bullshit that we do in the beginning, obviously. Like
exactly.
So I like taking a little unseen clip, and especially for last week, it made so much sense to throw a Schubert in the beginning because we weren't technically allowed to have any Schuberts last week.
Talk.
I can't even I'm telling you, I watched that 10 times.
Oh my god. So good. I do want to touch on our pod last week, but before that, I would love to hear your coffee today.
Yeah, I actually, well, first of all, this is a legendary cup for this shore house. It is the Virginia Slims coffee mug, little cigarette coffee mug.
Interesting.
I had a little snafu today. I'm an idiot. I go get in my car. I drive over the island because it's busy as hell on the island this week. I drive over the island to Rio Grande to go to Wawa. I get out my car, reach for my wallet, left it at home.
No.
What was that? This actually wasn't at the time where I knew it was going to be 10:30 where we were going to start, because like the timing was like just like by the time I saw your text, it was already kind of like can't go back out. Like I don't know. It was it sucked. But then I just got home. I made some coffee myself. Like we have a coffee maker, so I just brewed like 3 cups of coffee or so. The first one, thankfully, though, because the first cup I made had way too much sugar.
Yeah. Do you have any cream down there?
No, I had to do almond milk, which I usually do anyway. But like, I did want some cream today. I like wanted to like just milk or something like.
Let me ask you, Tabor, what was that word that you just so genuinely dropped when you said you forgot your wallet? So snap-foo? What was the word that you said?
I had a snafu.
Jeez, Lord, man.
Vocab word of the week.
I hate how genuine and just real life these words are being dropped. I love it. I love it.
Nothing will ever make you lose your mind, though, like the thumbs up.
Oh my god, no way. Nothing can ever beat that. Me and Allie actually just watched that video again.
So and what was Macalusa's reaction to it again? Tell me.
He was 100% on my side with it. He said, "Don't worry, Keith. I would have lost it as well."
How could you not have?
Oh my god, so good. So freaking good. What was I just gonna say? I completely lost my train of thought.
I'll say something though about coffee.
Oh, okay. I remembered mine, but you continue.
Yeah, no. If you just remembered, go for it, because I got mine loaded and ready.
I was just gonna say, speaking of like key words and phrases from the Morale Zone, last week's "what, dude" uncopyrightable. We were using it on the Morale Zone on Friday.
Yeah, it was nice.
Using that word. I just wanted to say
see everything come full circle.
It was nice. And you know, I truly believe, like, and I know I shouldn't think this way. For some reason, I always believe, like, when people listen to our pods, they just like stop listening 15 minutes in. or like just like turn it off after like a couple of minutes. But like
We have
that
some
just
loyal
proves
listeners.
that just proves people are listening through because the what dudes don't come really to the end. You know, it's really cool. It's awesome.
The what dudes are definitely an just before the ending type vibe. AV is a loyal listener too.
Yeah.
She gets almost every minute of John Fa possible.
I wouldn't mind a little group chat of us so I could see her reactions as well.
We need it. I told her she's starting to get her throat ready for some what dudes.
Oh my god. And this week's what dude is going to be very special.
Oh
like
yeah,
the sound bit.
It's gonna be. Oh yeah.
Look out for that.
She's getting her range ready for when she does eventually come on.
Thank God. Thank
Right?
God.
Thank God.
So you go back with your coffee. You said you had one more thing or something to say.
Yeah, I was gonna try to go to like a cafe or something around me, but honestly, like none of the ones that I really liked were open. It kind of sucked. Like I wanted to go to like a smaller shop, but I had just ended up. I forgot my wallet, but like still, I was going to go back, get my wallet, and potentially go to like a little cafe or something, but I just couldn't find anything none of the places that I liked were open. Happens, man. Memorial Day weekend is typically the time where people start to open it up.
Right. Yeah, it's still early in the season, no?
Big time. And
yeah,
I'll be back down here, not at this house, but next weekend I'm fucking. Oh shoot! Next weekend, I might need a sub next weekend.
Really? All weekend,
maybe,
or like could you?
I could probably sneak it in.
I mean, if it works better for you, like on a Saturday or something too, it could always.
So I'm going down with like 12 people, I think, to a house. Like Tom Erdman, Joe Matchett, Sean McPherson.
Oh my lord.
Grover.
Jeez, where?
Things are gonna get off the rails. Yeah, down the shore.
Jeez, that sounds ridiculous, dude. Yeah. Well, and if we need to, we could always do it throughout the week too. It just has to be later. Like if you're around like on a Thursday or I don't know.
That Thursday is definitely a possibility.
Okay. Well, we'll discuss more off up. But hey, that's a little scary morale. This is like our first because we don't have the backup plan in place just yet.
We don't. I have an idea I'd like to throw out there, but once again, we'll throw it off pod just so we're not airing out all of our ideas here.
Yeah. Gotta keep some stuff close to our chest, you know.
You got anything right now? I got some more stuff if you want, but I'm cool with going whatever direction here.
I wanted to hear the rest of your coffee. Did you say it yet? Wait, you did. I think you did.
It was just long-winded as always.
Yeah. No, I am. I'm dying to hear the story from the beginning of the week, man.
That was the Max Pruder story, man.
Oh my god!
I said I dropped in on Monday. You must not have heard it. My bad.
Oh my god! Yes, dude. That was such a seamless transition into the Max Fruto and that whole conversation. I didn't realize. That's amazing, dude. Good work. Well,
did we hit some seamless transitions?
Yes, and I have heard some feedback about the transitions and all. But once in a while, you really got to call them out.
That's what I said.
Yep.
I don't like doing it, but it happens sometimes.
Sometimes you have to. I do have to tell you, Tabor. I was excited to tell you, I tried Wawa's boosted coffee.
When?
This was on like Tuesday or Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, beginning of the week. And
it made you feel jittery as hell, right?
You know, I felt like maybe for like a second it did. Like for like a couple minutes, I felt like, oh, okay, I feel ready to work. And then, bam, crashed. Done.
Really?
Kind of, a little bit. Yeah, I had more coffee afterwards.
I feel like I got like a 30-minute to an hour. And my palms were just sweating profusely.
Well, that was so funny because that was on pod. And you're like, nah, man, I feel fine. And then all of a sudden, dude, I got to be honest.
I was like wired. Like,
were you on the electric vents or something? Just...
Yeah, exactly. Look, you know that game in the arcade that you would play when you're younger?
Yes.
What was that?
Electric Shock or something it was called.
It was always like fucking sponsored by the Munsters or something. or like, sponsored by.
Really?
like the game was like the Monsters or something. I can't remember which one
It was inspired by the Monsters. No, it was
Yeah, exactly.
sponsored.
Oh my god,
I
that was
forgot.
funny.
But yes, I do remember that game. I'm a big arcade guy, to be honest with you.
Let's
love
talk about arcades for a little, dude.
Yeah, dude, actually, you used to be an avid pinballer, no?
Yeah, I used to play pinball all the time. I've definitely played less recently, but there's just something to pinball. It's really nice. Like it's almost it's kind of more like it's low key more like a sport. Like not sport, but like it's low key kind of like a sporting thing more than an arcade game, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I actually had a pinball machine at my house. I don't know if you remember that. I still have it. It's
Oh
like
my
in my
god,
basement.
wait, was that the Hulk one?
No, it was a I think it was
Jake
like a
had a
race
Hulk
car. It's kind of like a race car themed one. It was like
Oh yeah, of course I remember that.
it was cool. My
Yeah,
favorite
dude.
one, they had the metal bars that went like all the way across the thing. And if you got the ball right on it, like slid all the way down. It was sick. Dude, I would love to play some pinball now we're talking about it actually.
Dude, once you're up here, there's like a few pinball arcades, and a few of them are down the shore, so we can make a whole day out of it, man.
Now, have you ever gotten a high score on any?
I've probably put up like a third or fourth high score. I don't think I've ever put up a number one. My dad is a fucking wizard.
Now, does he still play?
Yeah, he'll go play like every other weekend, and I think he's thinking about joining a league.
There's a league? I had no idea.
Yeah, there's a pinball arcade like by the Hamilton Mall. And then you just like play, everyone plays against each other or whatever. I can't remember exactly what the way they do it is, but like
dude, that sounds awesome, man. You see, when I go to the
cool?
So cool. See, when I go to the arcades, I'm a big claw machine guy. But I don't like them in Wildwood because 99% of them are rigged. I don't like them. I like the ones in OC. I feel like you got better luck there in Ocean City.
Dude, the ones in Wildwood, especially the one on Mariners, there's no chance that you win any of them.
No, it's awful. It's awful. You see the hand, it goes, and just whoosh. Dude, I do this. I got this from Macaluso last year in the Wildwood, and Allie hates it. But sometimes when I go to pick up something, I pretend I'm a claw machine. And like, you know,
oh my god.
You know, like when you first put the money in and it goes. And then I always pretend I miss it, and she's like, "Come on, dude, just pick it up, come on."
Dude, but you know, when got a claw machine,
sometimes you have to. But I'm gonna drop something. It's gonna be like beer or my coffee or something. It's gonna make a mess. But my favorite thing at the arcades, though, normally I usually love the racing games. You know, just like the Need for Speed one, like the classic. I do like the shooting games, which I don't play a lot, but I do like those. And a big one for me and my dad when we go is air hockey. Play a lot of air hockey.
Air hockey's so much fun. Have you ever played the fucking? There's like a four corner air hockey. Like it's like 4 players. It was down the shore for a little bit. They took it away.
Really? Why?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Probably because people got rowdy as hell on it.
Air hockey gets competitive. Me and my dad start talking a lot of shit to each other, man. It gets pretty nice. It gets pretty crazy. Well, because it's funny because I never know what to believe from my dad. Not saying he's a liar, but he definitely exaggerates on things sometimes. Just like I do. That's probably exactly where I get it from. But he was telling me like how when he was younger, he used to be like a really good air hockey player. Now, I don't know how that was measured or judged. I don't know if it's just him saying that.
The same thing. Like, so, how does one quantify that?
Quantify. That's the word of the stream.
That might just be the name of the episode, man.
I was thinking this. It felt good. It felt good for this episode to be called Quantify.
Oh, good.
I gotta tell you, dude, I get so sweaty while we record the
right?
Just from laughing and just like
facts.
Oh my god. Off the rails.
Big time.
Oh
Big
my
time.
gosh. Okay.
Air hockey.
Yes, air hockey. My dad doesn't know how. We have no idea how he quantifies how good he is at air hockey. But so it's funny. I don't know if you've even played air hockey like this or like have any like, I don't know, special moves, I guess. But when I play air hockey, I like if the ball's coming my way, I try to like pick a point like in the hole and like I hit it as hard as I can, like right to that spot. Where my dad, he likes to do like the crazy bouncer, like he'll like hit it off the wall and it's like do 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 do, and then it goes in. And I feel like it's interesting because I feel like if we were like characters in like Mario Kart or something, like like how they have all the different abilities, like Mario's
Yeah.
usually average on everything, but Bowser's really strong but slow.
Yeah.
I feel like I would be kind of like a Yoshi because I think like mine are a little quicker, like quicker bursts. Where my
Yeah.
dad would be like the Bowser, where he's like, rah, boom, 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 boom. They should make Mario air hockey. Now that I'm talking about it,
I absolutely love that description. That was perfect. I'm definitely more of like a finesse guy. Like hitting it off the walls and shit, and like hitting it off the side.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Now, who would you compare yourself to, Mario character wise?
I'm a big Waluigi guy, so I don't know. Like, I feel like Waluigi would be like pretty average along the board.
Waluigi. For our non-video watchers, I actually do have a Waluigi stuffed animal. Compliments of Macaluso from Christmas, because everyone calls me Waluigi. Fun fact.
Which isn't right because he has black hair and you're a big Swedish fuck.
Yeah, but I think the wah gets that
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
I don't
it
say
does.
that.
It does.
but
It
the long
happens, man.
legs. We both have the long legs,
Yeah.
me and Waluigi. But so yeah, so you'd be Waluigi. I'd probably be, well, I guess like I'm trying to think like a quicker character too. Like, yeah, I guess Luigi is like usually more quicker than strong too.
Yeah, maybe Toad.
Toad, that's Yup, you got it. Mhm. Yeah. And well, then that's the thing I wanted to say. So last week, the 4 sins, or should I say the lack thereof, of the 4 sins. It got pretty good reviews, I must say. Now, I think this would be good to talk on pod. I would like a little mix of the 4 sins. Like I'm not saying it should be all about Wawa and all, but some stories from Wawa, man, just have to be put in. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Yeah, no, you're totally right. And I think we've done good today.
No, I think we've done really good, and that's the best part. In fact, I actually wrote a couple of things I wanted to say today as well, and I'm gonna go look. I already told you I got the Wawa coffee. Oh, I said this pre-pod, but I need to say it one more time. Lenny has limes. Not big to like pick, but they're getting there, Steve. They're getting there. And once they do, man, oh, am I going to crack a Corona open at 10 a.m.? Just for the pod. Just for the pod. Just so we can enjoy a beer. Oh, dude, one of these pods, it doesn't have to be the next pod or even the next. We should just get trashed in the morning. Just do that.
I'm so down for that. Down for that.
Dude, we should do coffee. We should do like an Irish coffee or something.
Bailey's, yep, Bailey's and coffee. Yeah.
We should do that one time.
We'll have to do like one before and a shot, and then maybe another coffee on straight.
Yes.
Or something, like just to get us going.
No, exactly. Speaking of drinking
Dude.
too. Oh no, you go.
No, all I was gonna say was that when you come back, we'll have to like we've already talked about this, but I would love to, whenever we're out one night or something, like if we get out, would love to just like record.
If we get out of our dungeons.
As if you came home just to sit and do nothing. Like
if we ever see the light of day again from our basements.
Literally.
Jeez, go on.
Dude, I kind of lost my train of thought a little.
No, dude, you were supposed to remember. No, you were saying if we ever get out. Oh yeah, like going out. I think recording a pod while we were out.
Oh yeah. Yes. No,
right. No, you're right.
Yeah, I would love to do like a little
Yeah.
10-minute snippets here and there throughout the night, and just hear
It
us
would be
get more
fun.
progressively more drunk.
Well, I think we should 100% do it in Wildwood. I think that'd be
Oh
fun.
yeah, oh yeah.
Just get the, and I mean the best part is like we could even use the videos that like I just take, because you can always just clip the audio from that and just kind of
Big
throw
time.
that in there, you
No,
know.
you're totally right.
So that would be
We could
fun.
even if we like some of the clips, we can manufacture them into the pod, weave them in and out. Like,
Yeah. Right. No, that'd be good if we
no,
ever
dude, right.
if we get if we ever get out of this hellhole. So freaking funny. But I was just gonna say, just speaking of drinking during the day, shout out Sixers game 1, round 1 today. I do plan on having a couple drinks during the game. Game's on at 1. And how are you feeling about it? About the Wizards and all this, Tabor? I did want to ask your opinion. I always love your Sixers opinions.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think I as I said to Keith before the podcast, I'm just a blindly loyal person. I'm gonna just root for the team always, regardless of who's on any Philly team. I'm always just gonna root for them. Like, I don't actively dislike anyone on any team. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I hope they win. I think they're gonna win. Should be an easy one.
Wow, should be an easy one. I know. I'm so excited. I'm so nervous though too. I mean, I just feel like since everyone's saying it's going to be so easy, I feel like the Sixers are going to find a way to make us sweat. You know,
Could happen.
my biggest fear is just someone going down. You know, like just someone getting hurt. Like if Joel or Ben gets hurt again, my morale would be.
That sounded like you were about to say Schubert.
Dude,
Liam is not gonna like hearing that one.
No, Liam is not gonna like hearing that one. Also, Tabor, we totally forgot to mention something pretty big that happened this week. A Ja and Fa playlist has been created.
Dude, I don't know how we didn't already talk about this. I have been meaning to talk about this all week, like literally. The playlist is great already. It's only 30 songs so far, but I keep adding more here and there. I don't know if you've added any more yet. It's a huge vibe. I hit shuffle and there's like no skippable songs in my opinion. I just listen to vibe out.
Dude, it's great, and it's, you know, I wouldn't necessarily listen. I wouldn't necessarily recommend listening to this playlist if you're trying to go to sleep. But there definitely are songs there. You know, like I think it's a nice mix, and like it's not like a mix of like oh we got country and pop and like all this stuff. It's just a nice mix of music that we like. You know, it's not like, you know, and if you like that type of stuff, I think you'll like the pop. I think you'll like the playlist. If you're not into that music, you might not be, but still give us a follow anyway.
Yeah, I don't. Can you find it just by searching on Spotify? Or can we can share a link?
I think we can do both. I do believe if you look up Ja and Fa Pod, yeah, as soon as I looked up Ja, the playlist came up for me.
Is that because it's on our thing now?
That's true. I don't know. And you know what I just noticed? I might change the name of the playlist because it's written differently for the podcast and for the playlist.
Okay, yeah. No,
we should keep it all. Yeah, no, right. We should keep it all universal. But anyway, let us know. Let us know if anyone from the stream's watching. When we come back on tomorrow, let us know if you can find the playlist. I'll ask Allie too. I mean, I'm sure we can just ask our friends as well.
Yeah, but it's cool. I like the feedback. Like we ask, they come back. It's nice. But I was gonna ask you. I really like. There's definitely a song in mind that I have. Have you thrown it on shuffle or anything yet? Any song that I've put on there that you didn't know? Because I liked that trampoline remix that you threw on there.
Dude, that was so last second I threw that on. It was actually when I went to Wawa. It came on and I was like, dude, this is actually a nice vibe. I really haven't put it on shuffle too much because I really haven't been out. They don't let me out. No. I did hear one song that you put on that I really liked too. It's the Frank Ocean song, which I have heard before, but like just hearing it again, I was like, damn, this is a really good song. I forget what it's called though.
Crack Rock.
Yeah.
That actually,
it is a good.
I've thrown the playlist on a bunch of times already, like 3-4 times. Twice already. Crack Rock's been the first song. It makes me real happy.
It's a
just
vibe,
that opening. That opening piano is so good. Nice and little mellow. It just gets my heart right.
Dude, and I was actually gonna no wait, you know what? I did kind of listen to it because that one song, a Tribe Called Quest, with the with that one sample, "Hey there, take a look on the wild side." That song, like that, they use that sample, that
Oh yeah,
boom,
dude. Yeah, that's
boom, boom.
fucking.
Yeah.
That's the song by them.
Yes, I do know that. I never knew the name of that song, but as soon as I heard it, I was like, wait, I do know this song. Actually, I've
Yeah,
heard this before.
can I kick it?
Can I kick it?
It's one of those songs where like you've always heard it in popular culture, just being out or whatever. But I think when you sit down and listen to the song, you can really get an appreciation of like that might be the best sample in hip hop history.
Dude,
The
well,
way they crafted such a good and smooth song out of an already made song is just phenomenal.
no, I mean that's the power of samples, man. I mean they're all over, and I mean say what you will about him, but I mean that is partially why like Kanye is such like a respected guy, like what he can do with the sample. A lot of times you don't even realize it's like a sample, like the way like people
Yeah.
just like manipulate it and all. But then with all these effects, you can make it sound however you want. It's pretty cool. I do have to tell you a little music story, nothing like that crazy, but a little music story. Yesterday we were out at a restaurant, ate wings as my first meal of the day. Didn't even have breakfast. So weird, but the wings were good though. I mean, it wasn't like my choice. Just kind of like we ran out of the house. We were meeting up with some friends, and the place we went to, all they had was like appetizers. So we were like, all right, whatever. Anyway, doesn't matter. Went to the bathroom. I almost just want to throw this track onto the playlist just so you guys can hear it. But normally restaurants like that, they just play kind of like just like vibe music in the background. It's not like real songs. It's just like beats usually, or not beats, or just instrumentals more so.
Ambient music.
Exactly. Dude, I went into the bathroom to this dummy beat. It was like a mix of jazz and hip hop combined. I think I might have to throw it on the playlist just so you can listen to it, just so our
Please do.
Just imagine me going to the bathroom, jamming out to this, being like, "Geez, man, this is hard." So good,
Love that.
so good. So shout out that restaurant that played some pretty hip music.
Dude, if you're getting into that like vibe, fucking Tribe Called Quest is right up your alley. All their best beats are jazz and hip hop inspired.
No, exactly.
Like,
no, I feel like I would love them. I mean, that's why I love lo-fi. It's kind of a similar thing. I mean, almost, and you might not even notice, but like almost every lo-fi song, there's usually a jazz sample. Like a lot of those like melodies and all, they're very like jazz oriented. I love it. We actually just speaking of jazz, gonna not say it.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Speaking of jazz though, have you ever seen the movie Soul? Just came out like last year.
Oh, it's a Disney movie? I haven't seen it yet.
Me and Allie just watched it the other day. And you know what? I gotta actually say something about this movie. So I briefly spoke on it last pod about like, because remember, and like right here you can put like a little flashback if you want, or I'll just do the little recap. When you said to me, when you said something to me like, "So man, how's life? Let's talk about life." And I said to you, "You know what, man? I've been feeling like a little weird about it. Like just like what are we doing? What's the perp? Like, you know, like just questions." This movie specifically like went on that theme of like
That's
what
wild,
is
man.
like it's just crazy. Like I've been feeling this way, and then we just like I had no idea what the movie was about. I knew it was like a little bit about music. I didn't know how much or little. It was specifically about that question I had, and it was just so like I don't know. It was nice. I mean, it just like was kind of just like the premise of the movie is like the guy dies like in the beginning, and like his soul, you know, is about to like leave Earth, and like he's like dying, like he's going or whatever, and you know the whole time he's like, what did I even do? What was the purpose of life? All this stuff. And at the end he like seems to come realize it's not what you do with your life, it's how you like just appreciate things and like what you like, you know, like to do, like what you like to enjoy. It's just like all about like having fun and making the best out of it. And dude, really good movie. I would actually recommend, and it's very music inspired. They have some like killer tracks on there. So, and if you like jazz, for sure, very jazzy.
Dude, I love that energy, man. I'll definitely give it a watch. I mean,
It was good.
That's
It
like
was good.
that's right up. That's from everything you said. That's right up my alley.
And Jamie Foxx plays the main guy. So
Love it.
so he's
Can't go wrong.
No, exactly. But yeah, dude, it was just so fitting. Like, especially like I said, I was just feeling like kind of just weird about it. And then I'm not saying that movie like changed my mind forever or anything, but like
No, but
it was
made
just a
your
nice
feelings feel vindicated, and like
exactly
everyone feels that way. Like
vindicated.
Yeah,
I love
dude,
that.
what is going on with me today?
Are you an English teacher?
Apparently, I've always had I feel like a good vocab.
Yeah, I would agree. I think you're very well spoken.
Thanks, man.
I
Dude,
actually
this is a great morale portion of the podcast.
You know, so that was one thing I wanted to talk to you too. Like every time we come on the pod, I'm like, dude, I have nothing to say, and then here I have one more thing to tell you.
One more thing.
It's just the last thing about last pod too is I loved the pod in total, but like I almost felt like there's like a serious undertone at points of it, which was nice. It was like a nice change. Where this one, I feel like we've had seriousness, but it's still been uplifting at the end of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't really describe it well, but like, I don't know if anyone else felt those vibes. So that's what I'm feeling from these.
No, you were totally right. Not that like last week was dark even.
No,
like,
it wasn't.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
wasn't.
Like no, yeah, it wasn't. We're acting like we were talking about death and how we're gonna die last week.
Talking about music.
Literally.
But you do know what I mean.
No,
It
I
was
know
just
exactly what it is.
it's just it's interesting. It's interesting how every pod just has its own energy, man.
Big time. Yeah, it's always good to get on here and fucking just shoot the shit. That's the best format is no format to me.
No, I agree, and I do love the aesthetic on your end. I hear like the birds chirping every once in a while. It's really cozy. It's really cozy to hear that.
That's free. That's a free sound effect that Keith and I we've been hitting the soundboard every time you hear a bird. Actually, it's not outside.
I did want to shoot a question at you, unless you want to say something.
No.
No. Speaking of vibes and just like energy and just like feeling the room out. Like let's say here, I'm going to paint a scene for you and I'm going to ask you what you would do in this situation. And I feel like you'll have good insight. So you invite some people at your house. You invite like 3-4 people. It's getting late. You're kind of ready to call it a night. How do you send those vibes? And like how do you announce something like that? Like just be like subtly, like you don't want to just like say, hey, get the hell out. But you just like want to start, all right, let's start getting it moving here. What's your plan of attack?
I'm possibly the master at this, I'd like to say.
Yes, I need to be good at this.
Oh, big time. I'm a very direct person socially, and even to what you just said, like I read the room very, very well in terms of I'm very hyper aware of people's emotions. Like I don't know what it is. I'm very socially aware.
I know what
like
you mean.
anytime I go out anywhere, like I'm always analyzing every single thing that's going on around me.
No, exactly. I do. Yeah.
So my favorite thing with that is if like whether it's my homies, I don't know, or people I don't even know, whatever, I don't care. Like a good social cue to get people to leave is you take a nice big stretch, yawn or something. I'm getting real tired, guys, and that's it. And then usually the next couple words are, all right.
Yeah, no, and
Start rolling.
that's that is great. And like you were saying, like kind of like really feeling the vibes out on places. Like something like Zach here. You always want to know how Zach conversations go. So
Always.
so one thing that me and Zach were talking about actually was he's upset with his girlfriend where like if they go out somewhere, like if they like do go to a party or something, she is not someone who likes to dissect the night. And when I say dissect the night, I don't mean like talk about everyone and talk about like how this guy was an asshole, how this guy wasn't. Just like dissect like just the overall like feelings, I guess, of the night, like in a way, like just the energy, like damn, like it kind of felt a little weird at that one part, but then it got better. Like, you know what I mean? Like kind of, and Zach's always upset because him and his girlfriend can't do that, where me and Allie are big, like, as soon as we get in the car, we're like, dude, like that, such good morale, energy was great, vibes are great, you know, like we just love to just like go right in on it. But like, do you find yourself doing that as well? Like after people leave, you're just like, or like, oh, it got a little weird, like at that one part for some reason, don't know why, but like,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, I'm a big I'm a big like I said, I kind of see everything. I feel like I don't mean to say that like in a cocky way. I just feel like I'm, like I said, very socially aware. Like I'm a big, like, I'll be raising my eyebrows seeing some sus shit going on. Like, exactly. I'm like, I'll see some shit. I'm like, whoo, like shit. Like, what the sheesh.
Don't leave
But
me.
yeah.
Jesus.
But yeah, it's, and then exactly like you said, like I think there's some people who don't pick up on those things, or some people who do and don't have a filter in terms of talking about them. Like they'll just see something and say it. I'm a big see something, store it for a little bit later, and then talk to the people who also saw it about it.
Exactly. No, exactly. And no, and that's the best way. And it's just I feel like the best word is just dissecting it. You know, you just kind of go in and you're just like, oh, like you're just trying to figure things out. Dude, this pod to me feels so fresh and new. Like this feels like the newest pod out right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what I mean?
It is, man. Yeah,
It feels so fresh. I feel like every week we just get more just like obviously like our first week, I don't think we were uncomfortable, but I think if you heard the first one to now, there's obvious like improvement.
Big time.
You know what I mean?
I think getting like 5 or so episodes in to get that like momentum rolling was big. Now I feel like we're at the point where like I write things down throughout the week and you do too, but like literally we could come on here with nothing.
No. Well, and those things are just more or less just so I don't like hit myself later. I'm like, I just forgot to say that. I really want to bring that up. You know, like it's not like end all. Like if I don't say this, the whole pod's ruined. You know, it's just like this would be fun to talk about.
And exactly, there's always next week.
Yeah,
so
and there's
dude,
always
actually
next week.
Here's another thing I have to bring up. You texted me and Fish yesterday. It was the 1 year anniversary of, or 1 year, excuse me, 3 year anniversary of Coffee and Contemplation, our original podcast being recorded.
And I actually had more snaps today because we recorded past midnight.
Yeah, I was just about to say we actually recorded late as hell, so that makes sense.
Now, am I dreaming this? But I do picture us recording one time in the morning too, at some point. Did that like just never come
just
to fruition?
Me and you?
Maybe. I thought there was one in the morning. I can't remember if Fish was involved or not though. But like, maybe it just never like happened or something. But I do remember one time like I felt like I went over your place early in the morning to like do it.
Maybe we like tried to do it and it just didn't pan out or something.
It just didn't work. We played Cuphead.
Probably, to be honest.
Also, dude, speaking of old times, NBA 2K21 is free right now in Steam. I was thinking about getting it. I mean, if it's free, why not? You know?
Yeah.
But
Is
I
it
heard it's not
cross-play?
that great. I think so.
Dude, we about to play a couple of games then?
I would love to. I would love to stream. I think it'd be fun.
I was gonna say stream that. That'd be great, man.
Dude, maybe we'll do it tomorrow if you're around or something.
Dude, I'll download the game tonight. I'll look after we're done recording. I'll look up if we can just play cross-plat.
Yeah, double check. I mean, I think I'm gonna download it either way because if it's free, I feel like why would you not? You know, I don't care how crappy it is. Still basketball. You know,
I would love, even if we can't play cross-plat. Obviously, you're downloading it anyway. Little Monday morale sometime. You start like a career mode or something. That'd be cool, man.
So if it is cross-platform though, can we like just start a team together? Yes.
Or I think we can start like a league together and just play like with each other or something. I guess.
Love it. Yeah, let's do it.
Me and Fa used to just. This wasn't even in the times of us smoking. We would just play NBA 2K12.
Wait. Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say we have since played NBA.
Yeah, but
remember
the origins
OG.
of it.
Yeah.
We would just get on PS3 and fucking play as the Sixers all the time.
PS3.
Drew Holiday,
yep.
Elton Brand.
Oh my god, crazy times, dude. We played a lot of video games together, man.
Yeah, those were good times. And wait, hold on, we didn't talk about this on pod. I think this was on your stream one night. I'll bring it up again. We've talked about this before, but Do you remember when we used to play that one game? Oh, fuck, I'm gonna forget the War of Monsters or something.
Yeah, we have
Yeah,
brought
dude.
this up.
Yeah, dude, it's this video game where essentially it'd be like Godzilla versus King Kong in like a Tekken style fight, but just with like
Exactly.
a bigger world. You could like jump on buildings and shit,
Mhm.
break the buildings apart and hit each other with them.
Well, and it's so nice that like now it kind of came all like together, like how we used to play video games a lot before, and now we are playing video games together again. You know, like it always just like kind of comes back around full circle.
Yeah,
like
man.
that.
It's
Yeah.
awesome how shit works like that.
It is, and I just saw in like E3, there's gonna be no GTA 6, but just more improvements to GTA 5 for any Grand Theft Auto fans out there.
I both get it, and also it's just like at this point, I just want a new title. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, it's
but
like
they
almost
also they offer so much support for it still, and like they just redid it in 4K. Like, there's no reason for the game to not be there still.
That's what I was gonna say. It's like, how can you really make the next one like better at this point? Like, I feel like there's nothing you can't do in 5 at this point. You know?
Everyone wants them to like connect all of the maps.
Really?
Yeah, like Vice City, Los Santos, fucking.
But is it really worth making a whole new game just to do that? Like,
I think it'd be cool.
It would. I mean, it would be sick, but it's just crazy, like how like that game's like larger than life almost at this point.
Yeah, I mean, even GTA 4 is still fun. Like, I have that downloaded on my Xbox. It's still a fun game.
Of course. I mean, you can still do a lot of stuff. I mean, San Andreas is the OG for me, of course. Such a goodie.
I think Vice City was the first one that I played. It was my cousin's copy, and I just played all the time.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the first one I've seen, but the first one I personally purchased, well, with my dad's money, was San Andreas. Dude, such a goodie.
You know what game I used to love playing all the time?
What?
Slugfest.
I remember that. I think I remember that game.
Baseball game where you could beat the shit out of each other.
Yes. I think I've played it with you. I think we've played it before.
Fun fucking game.
Yes. Oh, I wouldn't mind looking that up on YouTube after the pod.
Oh yeah, let's do
it. Some videos. Let's do it. Let's do it together.
Dude, let me hit this what, dude, man. Or do you have anything else to say real quick?
No, I literally was about to say, what, dude?
Wait.
That was gross.
That one needs to be added.
That was disgusting. That's not getting added anywhere.
That has to be added on.
That's only getting added to the wall of shame.
Where's that getting added to?
The wall of shame. I just realized shame is already in Craze language. Shame.
It really is.
Anyway, yeah, hit me with that what, dude. I'm excited to hear it.
So, to be honest, coming into today, I did not have a what, dude.
What, dude? Wait.
But I did find one.
Okay.
Are you ready for it?
Born ready.
Did you know that Bowser was actually... Or no. Ooh, I misread. I apologize. I saw a picture of Bowser and made me say his name. Did you know Donkey Kong was actually Mario's pet ape who escapes and kidnaps Mario's girlfriend, Pauline?
What?
How about that?
How about that? Dude, I love that. 2 weeks you have brought the video game what dudes?
Sometimes they're necessary, man.
Dude, they're cool. I love them.
We were talking arcade, so I figured there was a kind of like another tie-in right there.
Wow, Pauline, baby. I've never even heard of her.
Me either, honestly.
Dude,
might be a load of bullshit.
Could be, but hey, it's on the John Foss. That makes it true.
Makes it very true.
Dude,
how close are we to securing a guest for today?
Pretty close. I mean, I'm okay with it though. Like, I'm in no rush to get everyone on like immediately. You know, like,
yeah.
I think it'd be more fun to just kind of spread them out. If you can make it, great. If not, like you said, there's always next week. So it's like,
exactly.
You know, and I love just the John Fa. I love the guest appearances as well, but we need these to make ourselves stronger as well.
Big time.
I think it's working. I think it's great. I think it's in a great pod today.
It has been, man. You got anything else?
Let me actually just go through my my quick little notes just to
make sure. I like that.
Just to double check. Got the Wawa coffee. Lenny has limes. Sixers. Did just want to add, I do have a Sixers jersey in Fortnite now, which is pretty hype.
I like that. What are you wearing right now?
Yeah, thank you. Go Sixers, Joel Embiid. Actually, fun fact. Do you know who bought me this jersey?
The man whose house I'm currently in.
The man whose name was brought up right in the beginning of the pod, I believe, coming back to the end. Jake Giuliano. Yeah, man.
I'm gonna clip that last bit and send it down.
Good. Dude, shout out Jake, man, for buying me this jersey. I've never had any kind of Sixers jersey or anything until he bought me this. So, really, he's the goat.
Jake's a good guy, man.
He's a I've been good on them. I've been good on them. That's it. I've been good on them. I've been good on them all right, baby.
You've been great on them. I'll give that to you. But we're gonna end it here. We are gonna end it here. Now we'll make sure to change the name of the playlist. We'll also, I guess, like tweet. I don't know where I could put a link out to get this to people. Maybe I'll put it in like the YouTube to get the playlist out. Or just search John Fa playlist, maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna change it to how the pod is written on Spotify, like Ja And Fa.
Okay, so search Ja And Fa playlist on Spotify, and it should pop up.
Yes, and let us know. Let us know if you can find it.
If you're feeling any vibes should be added, if we're missing anything, let us know. Yeah,
please do. And on that,
all right, man.
It's a pleasure, man.
Is that it? Yeah, it's been a great time. We'll see you next week, man. That's about it.
I can't believe it's over, man. Flew by.
I know.
Go Sixers.
Go Sixers. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna end it on, man. We're out.
Later.